Yeah, great weekend for us this weekend. Very busy for us, even though it's considered an off weekend. Seth Gross qualified for the Olympic trials. Very, very courageous performance, unbelievable performance. And then we had a bunch of red shirts travel to Grandview Open and Southeast Polk High School and had some outstanding performances there. So we had about 12 guys competing there, Gross competing in New York City, and our starters taking a weekend off. And we head to Utah Valley, a very tough place to wrestle. Some great matchups up there. Their heavyweight is ranked number 2 in the country. Just beat the number 2 and 3 ranked guy. They've got other guys ranked up and down the lineup, so expecting a very good match out there.
Questions? Todd?
Seth had a gauntlet to go through to qualify, did he not?
Yeah, I mean, he beat 3 previous NCAA champs, and he tech followed 2 of them. So, like I said, an unbelievable performance. I've never seen him wrestle better. Making the weight was very was on plan. He did it like a professional, and to go through what he went through is it's an unbelievable performance. It's all I can say. He went out there and did his job, and like I've been telling you about this guy, his goals are a lot higher than what everybody thinks, and he's a very determined young man. So, very happy for him, and very happy for now that he doesn't have to worry about making the weight again until April, and he can really focus on this collegiate season and going to try to get a second NCAA title.
Left here.
Coach, Cole Martin's a 3-time NCAA qualifier. Could you comment on where he's at this year at this time compared to where he was last March?
Yeah, Cole's a guy that doesn't get much attention, but he's, I call him Steady Eddie. Cole is very even-keeled. He doesn't get too high, doesn't get too low. Very excited. I think he's ranked, I don't know where he's ranked, but he took one bad loss out in San Diego in overtime. Other than that, I don't think he has any other losses, and I'm very excited. Has a chance to wrestle a kid that was a round away from being an All-American if they throw him out there this week in Findlay, and we're excited for that matchup. But Cole's doing a heck of a job. Great leader for us, and in the classroom, on the mat, and excited. I believe the sky's the limit for Cole.
With regarding Eric Burnett, is it looking like he's capable of moving to the next level this year as a freshman, true freshman?
Yeah, you're throwing all the tough ones out right now, right? Burnett is an unbelievable young man. He just won the tournament in Grandview, and he's a true freshman, and there's questions about bringing him out, and we're still weighing that card very, very heavily. He wants to go. It's hard to keep him back when he wants to go. But right now, Mikey's our best option, and we're just going to see how far Mikey can go here, and see what Eric's deal is. And I've said this from day one: we're going to put the best 10 guys out there come Big Ten time, and if that's Eric, it'll be Eric. If not, Mikey will be the guy.
Are there any changes or rotations that you're expecting for sure to do in your lineup that you're looking forward to in any particular class?
Say that again.
Are there any rotations or anything that you're planning on continuing, like you've been rotating in 74, 84?
74 is up for grabs. I don't know who the guy is there. Like I said about Johnny. Johnny's our 84-pounder, Johnny Sebastian. Everybody knows Johnny's deal. He's in his 6th year. He's had a couple of surgeries throughout his career. So we're just being smart with Johnny. He's not injured, but we want to. It's only November. So, like I said, he's on a pitch count, and when we, he's got times when he's going to sit out matches regardless of who the competition is to make sure he's healthy in March. And, if when that happens, one of those 74-pounders is going to go 84. So we don't know who the guy is at 74 right yet. They're still battling it out, but we will take, those guys will be together. One will go 74, one will go 84 when Johnny can't go.
Brian?
Remember when you first came here this year, Chris, you talked about a few holes that you'd like to solidify. You mentioned, the 74 here. Are you closer to the other spots where you're thinking, okay, I think we got the right guys there?
No. I mean, I don't know. Yes, I don't know how to answer that question. It's I think we are, and then I think we're not. They have a good performance, and they don't have a good performance. One guy, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. This week's a big test, and then we have a tournament December 6th, I believe. There's December 5th at SIUE. That could determine a lot. And then we have, Midlands, which will be the final determine. We'll probably solidify our lineup right at Midlands or right after Midlands, and then go there the rest of the year with it as we hit in the Big Ten season. But, we've got Utah Valley this week, and then we got Iowa the following week, so we better have our best 10 really ready to go here sooner than that.
More over here.
Coach, what's a training regimen right now at this point in this season for your guys? Like, what are they doing during the week? How many times are they going?
Yeah, we're full steam ahead. You know, these dual meets kind of throw a little wrinkle in our training plan. You know, we're traveling out to Utah Valley Thursday, so we've got 3 good days to get after it this week. You know, running and lifting in the morning, usual routines, wrestling in the afternoon, and something we've done a lot of this year is we've really individualized a lot of these things. You know, we run 2 or 3 practices a day to make sure that you know, each guy's getting what they need to get. Some need a lot more than others. Some bodies are different. So we've been doing a better job of taking care of each individual per se than actually having these big team practices.
Brian.
Hate to do this, Chris, but what do you think Seth's chances are of making the U.S. Olympic team?
I've said this before, I think a couple of times, and I'll never doubt that guy. So to me, I think he's going to make the team. I think he's going to win a gold medal. I've been around him a lot. He's one determined young man. And, you know, when he told me he was going to make 57 kilo, I was like, whatever, he's going to be a 65 guy. You know, he's got that big frame, 65 kilo guy. But, you know, I saw him a month later and he looked skinnier. And I said, this is for real, huh? He said, I'm going to make the weight. And, you know, I'm going to win the tournament. And then we're going to go, hey, I believe you. I've got 100%. You know, I'm 100% behind him, and I'm his biggest fan. You know, I'm his biggest fan. I'm his biggest supporter, and I believe he's gonna do this thing.
Is the team progressing in the way you'd expect in order to move up in the Big Ten and the NCAAs at the end of the year?
Yeah, they have. They're doing a great job, and what people are going to see is we haven't had our best performance, not even close yet. I'm very encouraged at these guys, the way they work. The whole team is awesome. You know, and when we finally, and it's really started with our young guys. Our young true freshmen are starting to come in on their off days. They're getting extra work. They're staying after. They're asking for more. And when you start getting that rolling with the young guys, the older guys see it, and the veterans see it, and, you know, the backups see it. And I'm very happy with the progression, and I'm very excited. You know, these next 2 weeks are, you know, are what I get really fired up about heading into Utah Valley and then Iowa.